It was a beautiful day outside and I was as happy as a clam, or whatever the kosher version of a clam is. I was sitting in the backyard reading a book and watching my kids play on the swing set. At one point I looked up and I saw my son showing his sisters his newfound skills in the monkey bars. He said, "Girls, watch this." He jumped on the monkey bars and glided across to the other side. As he came down, one of my daughters said, "I can do that too." And I'm thinking, you go girl. She climbed up on the bar, she swung her body, and one by one got across. Now my other daughter, feeling some sibling pressure, said, "I can do that too." She climbs on the bars, jumps on the first one, and after a second screams, "Daddy, Daddy!" Remember those monkey bars? Yeah, that's the moment of truth. When you jump and your arms are burning and it's a long way down. I ran over. As I helped her down, I saw her tears started coming. She cried, "I can't do it, Daddy, I can't." And I said, "Yes, you can." She goes, "No, I can't get across." Now, I don't handle tears well, especially for my girls. An idea popped into my head. I said, "This is what we're gonna do. We're going back to those bars and Daddy's gonna put his back down. You can put your knees on my back and then you'll get across." And that's what we did. She put her knees on my back and got across the bars. Then I bent down lower and lower until she managed to do it by herself. I sat back down in my chair and realized something. Life is like those monkey bars. Deep down, we know there's something that we should do or say, start or leave. There's something we want to accomplish, but it's just outside our grasp. It requires us to take a jump off the step we're on. It requires us to take a risk, a leap, a jump to that first bar. And many times we don't. Why? It's because we think we're alone. And when you're alone, taking a risk may leave you hanging on that monkey bar, and if you fall, it's a long way down. A pinnacle moment in world history is when God revealed himself on Mount Sinai. The first words he uttered is, "I am Hashem, your God, that took you out of Egypt." He introduces himself as the God who took them out of Egypt. What? He was the God that created the world. He didn't just take them out of Egypt. He created Egypt and the Egyptians and everything else for that matter. Why would he limit himself to just taking them out of Egypt? You see, he wasn't limiting himself. It's because he wanted to show the full extent of who he was. Of course he created the world and had the power over everything. But had he gone with that description, they may have thought that he was above it all. He was too holy and too lofty to bother himself with the mundane activities of humans. He's not going to lower himself to save a small nation of slaves. God says, "I took you out. I'm involved in your life. I didn't just create you, I'm with you. I'm your dad. I care about you. I worry about you. I was the one that came running when you were hanging on the monkey bars of Egypt and screamed, 'Daddy.'" You see, we don't jump on those bars because we think we're alone. Alone to deal with the challenges of our lives, alone to deal with our fears and our failures. But that's not true. We are never alone. "I took you out of Egypt" is God's testimony that even in the worst of circumstances, you are never alone. What we don't realize is that our Father is underneath us saying, "Ride my back, trust in me, rely on me, tap into the godliness inside you with me. I will help you get across." And when we realize that, we take on challenges of our lives with a renewed vigor. We embrace new opportunities with courage, knowing that in our hearts, our dad is right underneath us, carrying us through the entire way.